Yo, how's it going, guys? Koi here. So today we're going to be talking about Puri Prisoner. What do you call it? He's one of my favorite characters from One Punch Man, next to Tank Top Master. When it comes to physique, dude's literally a giant. Freaking well built, all that stuff. Let's dip into what kind of hero this guy is. What kind of place does he really? What kind of placement does he really deserve in your party? And I'll tell you this now, this dude is a defensive god, but also can pretty much dish out everything from. Okay, so in some cases where you would think that this is a fully defensive character, this is not. This is a defensive attacker, pretty much offensive tank. The way this character pretty much works is that you pretty much take the character, you block a lot with the character, and every single time you block, you pretty much gain angel passive, which is the angel energy. And gaining this energy pretty much allows you to pretty much stack up and then just dish back out what you got received. So the way that I pretty much built this character, so to speak, based off his stats, is because he also has negative crit build, which means you cannot run a crit build with this guy, which is okay at best. Because what we're really aiming for is we're aiming for his weapons. So, for instance, if you want to go with the first weapon, which is the SR weapon, for our free to play friends, normally this is a little easier to build because, as you know, if every 10 roll you get an SR guaranteed. So, you could get SR cards reminisce of the character. So, specifically this guy, whenever an accurate defense is triggered, you could generate yourself a shield equal to 8% of attack and no more than 10% of HP. What this allows you to do is pretty much build a full on HP and attack build. Super, super easy, super, super classy. Or you could just use this. This pretty much gains immunity and paralysis to all allies while immune. While immune attacks against the enemies under the trigger pretty much will reduce their defense by 8%. You could increase this, of course, the more prisoner um, related weapons that you get. So let's go ahead and dip into the actual build. This build actually allows him to. It's a very, very weird build because of the way that his potential works and everything like that. But I'll tell you this for sure, you're going to get an extra one of these. So you're going to get 8 impassioned, which is huge. If you get his potential up, all for you, which is pretty much Puri Prisoner, gains damage bonus for 10 seconds after. A damage bonus of 30% for 10 seconds. Pretty much adding on to the actual attack, especially if you're going to match this with your Puri Prisoner Angel Rush. You pretty much are going to be able to do a crap ton of damage within that 10-second margin. Faster within 10 seconds of an accurate defense. Also gaining energy faster. So, as you can see, we have Impassioned, which is going to go all the way to the 100 mark because of the potential. Then we have All For You, which is going to add an extra 30%. Resolute Attack, which is going to be adding an extra 40%. And this character specifically builds up Raid. If you don't know, if you go over here to his potential, there's 2 things that we can get from this, which is pretty much Raid Series. So what Raid Series is Raid Series means that this character could possibly build a full-on raid-capable build. So this is what's kind of weird, because, this is kind of niche. But if you wanted to, you could actually make this guy really, really broken and really, really strong against a lot of characters. So for each 1% provides an additional damage bonus of a maximum of 70%. This helps you meet that mark. So what this means is, I'll show you right now once we go back to the build. As you can see, if we take away, let's say, Raid Humanoid, and we add it back, of course, we go over here, we go to countermeasures, and you'll see the Raid series right here, Humanoid, Sovereign. We got Biological. So let's take Humanoid. As you can see, it could go up to 45%, plus adding on a way more crazy attack damage. So you could actually get this and just pretty much beam all humanoid characters and pretty much build him to your heart's content. So you could either build the not natural selection, because obviously that is not Raid series, but you're going to be building Biological Mutation, Sovereign, or Humanoid in general. So this is really your Raid series. So you can build one of the 2, but is it recommended? If you want to really take advantage of that passive and really just go towards that one specific style of monster, it doesn't it only benefits you. It doesn't really harm you because there's not many ways to really boost your attack. You'd pretty much be spending the rest of that affix levels pretty much on getting specifically more defense and stuff like that. So let's just go ahead and put that there just so we could have it as a countermeasure. I'm going to say humanoid because let's just say they're going to get the other two there. The other part is we are going to be running exquisite defense, which pretty much lands an accuracy buff to your defensives, and tenacity. This is more of a bonus. If you are going to be running stuff like the shield and stuff like that, you can lean more into the HP because obviously if we go to the Impression Arms SR one, this one grants you a shield based off of 8% of your attack and 10% of your HP. So what that means is you can pretty much get a very, very significantly high level shield depending on how you build this character. Depending on how much HP and attack you end up giving this character. And I would also suggest doing this based off the main stats as well, as you can see. So we have main stat attack, and then we got main stat HP. So we also got attack, and then HP in the substats too. Let's say that you were going to get the extra 2 points in humanoid, so then you would give up to tenacity. Then you also are going to get impassioned, so you're going to give up tenacity too, which makes you just slightly weaker, gives you only that 15% one. But, you know, you can just opt out and just get rid of tenacity in general. And let's just say that we can actually aim for another defensive perk. Let's just say, what's a good defensive perk that actually bases off crit rate, which is, because he is a negative crit rate build. So we already did Immortal Castle. So either Steadfast Tenacity, it's a plug and play, or you could just go for, what's another good one? Not any of these, obviously, because these equal crit. There's this one right here. Oh, yeah, here it is. Tiger's Might. So damage increase when shield is in effect. So this is a more fun, fully shielded version of it, where you could just get rid of a lot of attack-based stuff and then just add the full shield or full HP build, and then just get the Tiger's Might, get that extra bonus damage. It really just depends on if you really want to focus on defensive capabilities or if you're going to main this character and go all into damage. I hope this guide helps you out. Well, I guess I can show you guys how he works since I actually have him. I'll just show you guys how this character actually works, and then we'll go ahead and close out on the video. This is the, normally people don't really stick around for this part, but it's fine. So as you can see, blocking right there gains us Angel Energy. Using the Q version gives us our super bonus. As you can see, you could block even if you are getting hit, which means that it can result in you not getting knocked back. But obviously, I'm being bad right now. I'm not really blocking anything. Alright, and then if you do, what do you call it? If you do the R skill, you do Angel Rush. All right. If with a good blocking person, you could really freaking benefit from this. Imagine how much damage you could really be popping off there. Oh man, I really suck. Hang on, this is just fun to do. Ooh. Now, the other part is, it is just fun to use this. Darkness Rush is just a more runaway style thing. I like this. I like the fact that you can't really run, but this helps you get behind certain things. Like, let's say, like, ooh. I love it. I love this entire kit. It's amazing. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace out, dudes. It's been fun. I love Puri Prisoner. He's one of my favorite characters in One Punch Man. Take it easy, dudes.